was supposed to try to make this dual resonant as a ramp setup, but basically off secondary feedback. Never actually had that primary tank capacitor, but I had this DC blocking cap, so that's about 2 microfarad. But right now, that's just kind of hanging, and I just kind of band-aided on this other cap, which is these two in series, which brings me to a little bit over 100 nanofarad. That's supposed to be about the range that this secondary is running at. So basically, you can kind of do that. I've done it before, and the output can kind of get pretty interesting, but in the end, I would still want to redesign a whole new coil, dual resonant coil for a buck setup like that. But adding a tank capacitor should technically give me better output. It kind of all depends. So this is just a ballpark cap. It's band-aided on. I'm just kind of gonna see what kind of output I get. So that guy on, this guy on, this guy on. See, I do kind of remember originally I had to go up to about, I don't know, like 80, 90 volts to get fairly decent ramps. Got the scope probes on the buck output now. It's just a little battery deal. And let's see. So that's about 50 right there. I got these probes in the air here. Basically just picking up the voltage. So I'm at 50 volts per division right here. So that's about 50 volts peak coming off that ramp currently. So it's not bad. So already that's actually a little bit better than what I was getting without that cap. Bring it up a little more. So that's like almost, that's about 75, let's say. It's about 75 now, and already getting way better arcs. So I needed to bring it to about 110 or so before. So that's not bad. I mean, I have quite a bit more. I probably could bring it. Then if I cut the on time up a little bit longer, it basically just kind of shortens that ramp. Yeah, basically what I'm doing is kind of like running it like that different ways, seeing how fast maybe something in here might be heating up. Because it is pulsing a little bit, a good deal of power there. It's really nothing that's going to heat up the buck, I would imagine, but I think that actually would kind of work this bridge fairly hard. So I'm not sure. I feel like if I bring it to about 100, 120, then I might see some kind of failure there. But man, 75, 80 wasn't bad. So that's about 86 or so. Says it's peaking every now and then when it catches it. So it doesn't seem super healthy, to be honest. I mean, it's not, I don't know, it's hard to say. Current, at least the voltage looks like, it's rising up sort of smooth, just like the ramp. So yeah, it gets pretty impressive. So I really can't wait to see what it's like, you know, really trying to push that buck now just with a setup like that, right? Just throwing a cap on a full bridge Tesla coil. 66 volt ramps. Pretty nice damn parks. So there goes about 92 volts. You can tell it kind of struggles every now and then, but then the majority of them are pretty damn long. So, you know, the other thing to kind of consider there, if I'm only reaching, you know, if I'm under 100 volts peak on this ramp here, then that's pretty impressive next to, you know, what's basically 170 volts peak running off mains at a regular line input, right? So looking at a pretty big improvement